With God's help and with hard work, we will all be successful. Thank you and good afternoon.
Now, Wiener's resignation comes after his admission that he sent several suggestive photographs to women across the country while conducting sexually explicit online relationships with them. Now, after the first photograph emerged on Twitter, Wiener told the media and the nation that he was the victim of a Twitter hacking. And we now know that that was not the case. And joining me now with analysis of this bizarre drama, the author of the New York Times next bestseller, Demonic: How the Liberal Mob is Endangering America. Ann Coulter is back with us. Ann Coulter, I'm watching that press conference. It's almost as surreal as the whole story. What was your reaction?
Yeah, well, we can't tell how Anthony really feels because he was standing behind the podium. But I really want to thank you for replaying that because I wasn't able to catch the first time the heckling. And I've never loved Howard Stern so much. I made it out this time. And it can't be repeated, but for those of you who didn't hear it, you must go on YouTube and listen to it. No, I think his seeking the camera now is more sociopathic than sending out photos of his pecker. I mean, he's in the most embarrassing sex scandal. And, I mean, most people forget even
can't you use the word Wiener's Wiener? Do you have to take it to this next level? I mean, you know, I'm kidding.
Is that the next level?
Well, I'm teasing. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you.
I think they're about equal, aren't they?
We've got a studio audience that's cracking up, but go ahead.
Most people, most public figures, forget public figures caught in a scandal. You know, they hide when they go out. Caught in a scandal, they go dig themselves a hole and hide in it. This guy, for the past week, has seemed to have an inordinate number of errands to run. He's constantly out picking up his dry cleaning, going to get a quart of milk. And now, I mean, why doesn't he Twitter his resignation the way most people do who Twitter out photos of their peckers?
You know, well, I really don't know of that many people that do, but, you know, obviously he's got a problem. You know, it's funny you said that because I think it was you that pointed out, you know, Chris Lee, the Republican, he didn't hold a press conference. He resigned, you know, and it took 3 weeks, and the Democratic Party's been slow, so that's 3 weeks that they've lost, scaring the living daylights out of old people.
Right, and the Democratic Party could not care less about this. I keep hearing on TV tonight that, oh, the Democrats wanted him to go because they're very upset that he lied to them. Oh, who are they kidding? What? And Bill Clinton didn't lie to them? It has nothing to do with that. This doesn't help them politically. He's an albatross around their neck, and he comes from a Democratic district anyway. They wanted to get rid of him for political reasons. The Democratic Party has absolutely no morals. They could not care less about this in terms of its scandal.
Well, wait a minute. It's interesting you brought this up. I did a monologue earlier this week on the same topic, and that is, what does this tell us about the Democratic Party? You've got to make the comparison with Bill Clinton, because, you know, he prevented a lawsuit from coming forward, perjury, subornation of perjury, obstruction, he lost his law license, all of these other issues. The Democrats defended him to the end. So,
right, and
it was
lied
real
to
sex.
his party. Lied to his party, lied to his wife. One other similarity is that he and the entire Democratic apparatus, by which I mean, of course, the media, lined up to attack the bearer of the information, Linda Tripp. And in this case, Anthony Wiener directs the media to attack Andrew Breitbart. And until the ABC got the goods on him with the full naked pecker photo, and he had to come out and admit the truth, the media was going gangbusters, blaming it all on Andrew Breitbart, just like they blamed the Clinton scandal on Linda Tripp. And, you know, don't stop at Bill Clinton. How about John Edwards and conscience of the Senate, Senator Teddy Kennedy? Yeah. Don't tell me the Democrats care about anything having to do with morals.
What is the political fallout from this? So we go back and look at 2006 and the Mark Foley case. You know, that became a real definitive moment in terms of the narrative advanced, culture of corruption, and draining the swamp. So my question is, you know, because of the poor way the Democratic leadership handled this, because it took them all this time, because, you know, this went on and on, do you think this has fallout that extends beyond, you know, the next couple of months, for example?
Unfortunately not. I think it's too far from the next election, but I would like to mentioned that something sneaky and deceptive done by the media in the Mark Foley case. ABC had that information on Mark Foley, that he was sending out these
sort of Rahm
dorky
Emanuel
emails. They held on to it until the day after the Republicans could take Mark Foley's name off the ballot. It was that close to the election, and of course, Republicans lost that seat because Mark Foley was the only one still on the ballot there. It was the media playing politics.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's going to be interesting to watch this unfold. And how's the book tour going?
Just fine.
Congratulations, by the way.
To
Big
you.
debut on the New York Times list again.
Yes, and by the way, I'm doing a book signing at Heritage Foundation tomorrow here in Washington at 4:30 p.m. Drinks on the roof. Well, no alcoholic drinks. You have to bring a flask.
And will you be bringing one? Be toasting Wiener. All right, Ann Coulter, appreciate it. DeMonica is her new book. And coming up, now that his name will forever be attached to a sex scandal of this magnitude, is there any chance that Congressman Wiener could ever make a political comeback?